And hit one. Hi everybody. It's been a couple weeks since we did a live, so we just wanted to get back in front of everybody. Today I'm going to start making, you're not going to follow all the way through because it might take a little while, but we're going to start making our mild green sauce, which is right now is one of our top fan favorites because it's can go with everything and it can kind of blend well with a lot of your flavors, but it also is not too spicy. It tends to, just elevate whatever you're eating. So what we're going to do first is sanitize our station, then wash our hands. We're just using a regular restaurant quality sanitizer. So we're going to sanitize that. We're going to sanitize our scale and there. So we had a really fun holiday. We just kind of stayed at home like probably everybody else. Gavin had a fun time with his truck, and I got some fun new toys, as big kids like to do. Unfortunately, like almost everybody else, we missed spending some time with family and friends, but we did the best we can do. My great husband got me a new toy, and I can't say it right, so just forgive me because I will say it wrong every time. No. It's a sous vide, and if I said it wrong, whatever. So this is how you cook. I like to pretend and say it's almost like backwards smoking. So you're cooking at a very low temperature for a very set amount of time. So we did beef tenderloin, and we cooked it at 130 degrees for about 4 hours. And it came out absolutely amazing. I'd never done it before, and I just had a lot of fun doing it. So we have jalapenos, we have serranos, we have long chilies, and we have poblanos. So these are kind of the base peppers that we use for the green sauce. Right now I'm just gonna peel them and cut them and pull the seeds out, and the seeds kind of go away. Sometimes I leave some extra for us so that adds some extra heat and flavor. Most of your heat is actually in your seed and the pulp that's inside of it. So, the more seeds you leave in, the more flavor. So like our chili sauce, you can see in the sauce that we leave a lot of those seeds because that's where the heat is. So we leave a lot of the seeds in our chili sauce, our Thai chili sauce, because that gives us a lot of that flavor. In our green sauce, we don't leave a lot in there. This is going to be more like a salsa verde, is kind of like what I like to pronounce it as. Our red sauce, our hot sauce, our red sauce, we leave a lot. We don't leave any seeds in there. We tend to make that a lot thinner. But that sauce is hot because that sauce is primarily made up of your habaneros and your red peppers, which that adds all the heat that you need. So once we clean the peppers, just kind of setting them aside. So over the last few weeks, we've been testing a lot of different products, and we've just been really excited about some of those, and I'll get to telling you about a little of them later, and those will be available on the website. So my last video, I was really excited to share with everybody that we have the website up, and everything on our website is available today for sale, so you can purchase it right now. We have all of our products in stock and ready to go, so you can order them, let me know what you want. We do free local pickup if you're local, or delivery really. And if we have, I can ship, and, so you can get wherever you want to go. I can send it to you wherever you are. My friends that are in New Jersey, my friends that are in South Carolina, you can always just send me a message if you don't feel like messing with the website. Some people aren't really want to play with you know, websites and ordering online. I understand that. But I did work really hard to make sure it was all really easy. And one of my best friends, you know, Laura, she said it was very super easy. So she was my first, you know, one of the first people to try it out. After her, we've had a couple other people, but she was definitely that person that walked through and made sure that she can select all the sizes, and able to help me to try that whole test process out. We are, you know, it's been kind of fun. You know, I came up with this concept of doing this because I got, you know, too much vegetables in my garden over the summer, and I didn't know what to do with them. And I didn't know what to do with them, so I decided to make some sauce. So, you know, product comes of an idea, and sometimes those are the best products because, you know, we get passionate about the things that we do. And anybody that knows me knows that I'm very passionate about food and, you know, just creating things that, you know, people love that are very easy. You know, all of my spice rubs are very easy to use, and I ensure that, you know, if you know Chris, my husband, you know, he tends to enjoy the food and not like to cook it, and that's why he married me some days. You know, if you look on my Pinterest, I actually have an entire Pinterest page that says, this is why Chris married me. My personal Pinterest, not the always flavored, but my personal Pinterest says, this is why Chris married me, and they're just recipes that either I want to make or I wanted to try. Because, you know, he is my biggest fan, but the way that I'm testing a lot of my recipes out in my spice rubs is to see if he can make them, because, you know, if somebody that doesn't like to cook can make them and still enjoy it, that's kind of what's important to me, because I can make anything. I can taste something and make it, but what's the fun in enjoying something if, you know, if you get a spice that you don't know what to do with? You know, so our shawarma, I actually, you know, made Chris make it, and, you know, the pictures that I posted last week were from my husband. He actually did that whole recipe all by himself, and, you know, I was very proud of him because, you know, we ran into a couple of stop gaps, and he was like, oh, and he was able to figure it out, so he did a great job. You know, next week I'll probably make Anna do the next one or something. You know, we'll take some video of that one for you. Oh. I don't think we'll have Gavin in the kitchen yet. So, you know, my Gavin is definitely the one that we want to watch out for in the kitchen. So we're just going to continue doing these peppers. So one thing that I really want to make sure everybody knows is, you know, the integrity of my products is really important to me. Ensuring that we're using, you know, clean quality, but also clean, sanitized, fresh every day. You know, I'm not gonna just use something if I don't believe in it, and I'm also not gonna, you know, purchase it if it's not purchased through, you know, vendors that I really believe in. You know, if right now I can't grow it, I have to purchase it. So, you know, always purchasing through, you know, clean, reputable suppliers, and, you know, making sure we know where the food comes from is really one of my priorities in giving it to any of my customers, because if I'm not going to serve it to my kids or my family, I don't expect you to. Having integrity in our products and having, you know, stuff that's, you know, what it's supposed to be. You know, I tell my friends, you know, here, you need to make sure this is right, because, you know, I'm not just gonna, you know, give it the flavor and think it's my way. You know, I want people to tell me if they don't think something's good or if I'm doing it wrong, because I can't grow if I don't have people to tell me. So every single one of our products have been tested and tried on, you know, many different people to make sure that they're right. My family loves making faces at me while I'm doing these things so I can get distracted. But, so, you know, some of the big news that we're having, you know, I did a couple of, you know, test batch of, you know, having fun down here playing in like I call it the lab with, over Christmas break. So, you know, that's something that I've been excited to share with everybody. I'm going to be getting kind of busy making some new products so I can get those on the website for sale. But we're also, you know, made some big batches of all of our current products so that, like I said, they're all ready for sale. You can get on right now. So if you have any questions, you know, Anna's over here monitoring. She can read them out loud. If you have any questions for me, just type it in the comments, and she'll read them out loud. Or if you have any funny jokes that you want to tell us, you know, just type them in the comments and, you know, let us know so that I know what you're saying. You know, and Anna will read them out loud. Anna's my famous camera girl back there. You know, so one of the big things for me is just ensuring that, you know, we're just having fun with this. This is, you know, me coming up with a crazy idea, and, you know, hopefully, you know, we're going to be able to do some big things in the next few years with our sauces and our spice blends. And, you know, I have such a passion for, you know, putting some of these things together and bringing it out. This week I officially, you know, got the official label design, because, you know, as much as we love our little penguin, this little penguin, the official label is done, and I should have that printed in the next few days, and I'll put that up on my social media once it's done, or printed. It's actually done. I'm just waiting for it to, you know, I got to get it printed. And, you know, it kind of just takes this concept of my little penguin. And the penguin is a, you know, kind of a funny concept. You know, we're making hot sauce, but my mascot's a penguin. What does that even mean? Because they're cute and they're funny, and why not? You know, so that's the only answer I can have, is because they're cute and they're fun, and, you know, they make people laugh and smile. So why not? Why not have a penguin? Who cares? It's hot sauce, you know? You know, penguins are supposed to be in the cold, so it doesn't make sense to some people, but, you know, if you hang out with me long enough, you know that I don't make any sense. You know, hanging out around my house long enough, you know that I create some different concoctions, and they actually usually do work. So if I put a penguin on my hot sauce, then it probably is because I'm saying, you know, hey, look out, you know, I'm probably somewhere I'm not supposed to be. You know, so I'm just going to keep going here. And so my big news for the week is that the 2 new products that we created this week are actually a ranch dressing powder. And this dressing, you know, the first time I paid attention, I've been using ranch dressing powder, ranch dressing my whole life. You know, I have 3 bottles of low-cal ranch dressing right now in my refrigerator. I haven't really used them since I made this powder, because of how amazing the stuff that I made down here is, and that's probably why I don't have any for sale, because it was so good that we ate it up ourselves. So I have to make another batch, and I'll do that today, but it'll be for sale. So if you order it today, it'll be for sale. It's ready. But this ranch dressing is, so the first time I actually paid attention to a ranch dressing, I was shocked at what was in it. You know, the kind that comes in from your, you know, that you buy at Walmart or you buy at the store. I was genuinely shocked at the ingredient label. And I couldn't believe that, you know, everybody should know that the first 3 ingredients on your ingredient label are your most prominent ingredients. So if you go to your refrigerator, if you go to your cabinet right now and you have a ranch dressing powder, and look at it, you know, I'm not making it up. So that kind of put me on a quest of how do I create this in a way that I can sell it to our customers. And we kind of did it. I'm really proud of this product. I'm really proud of where it's going to go and what it can do. And I'm really proud of the recipes that I'm going to be able to create with it, and that you guys will be able to create with it. So that's for sale. I'll get the button up tomorrow. And we also made a new balsamic rub. So I basically took all the ingredients that I put onto the beef tenderloin that we did for Christmas, and I made it into a dry seasoning powder. So this one I would probably recommend more for steaks, but this steak rub actually is so, it's delicious. And I took a dried balsamic, dehydrated balsamic vinegar, and mixed it with all of the other dry ingredients, which to give us a balsamic powder, a balsamic seasoning. So I have a little tiny bit left, I believe. I might have used the rest of it. But I'll get it up tomorrow, and I'll send you guys some pictures of it. But I'm telling you, this is something that you have to buy if you're going to be making steaks or any type of beef. It's very easy to use. You know, what I did was, and that's all I did was I rubbed some olive oil on it. I sprinkled the balsamic powder. I let it sit for 10 minutes, and then I seared the steaks. That was it. And I can tell you that these steaks were amazing. You know, it's probably some of the easiest, because a lot of the times we have to marinate and we have to wait, and I don't have time for that. In addition to this business, I have my Always Making It Happen business. I have a full-time job, and I have 2 crazy kids. I don't have time to be sitting around marinating steaks for an hour. Chris already gets in so much trouble because he forgets to pull out the chicken out of the freezer. So if we can figure out how to do it tasting great but easier, that's what I'm about. That's what I want to do for everybody. So sprinkle some olive oil on the steak, sprinkle the powder on it, let it sit for 5 minutes, let the balsamic rehydrate, and you're good. And I can honestly say it because I've done it. I made it that way. That was the purpose behind the product. I was super excited when I found this product, and I've been trying to figure out the concept behind it, you know, how to make it taste good. And now I'm actually going to work on making that product myself. You know, I'm going to figure it out because that's what I do. So I'm going to keep making this green sauce, and I'm going to let you guys get back to your life. Go on our website, alwaysflavored.com. Even if you don't buy anything, like it, share it, send it to a friend, say, hey, look at this. Send this video to everybody you know, because that's the only way I'm going to be able to get bigger. You know, like the video, share it with your friends, tell them, hey, look at her, she's crazy. And, you know, keep us in mind the next time you guys want to order something. I'll see you soon.